Okay. And we're using default devices everywhere. We got stuff going. Is the video game live? I'll test to see if my video game is live. I'm gonna play some Dark Souls. There's the darkness of the souls. Okay. And now the game will make noise. Feels like a Tuesday. Hello, I don't remember what I was... Smoky Shovel. Yes. This is what we were doing, was the Smoky Shovel. This Dark Souls stream. I need to stream more Yoshi's Cookie, because we're about 23 days away from MagFest. And I need to be better at Yoshi's Cookie. There was one thing I was going to try, though. Not everything is the same as I left off. I went and tried to get some round smooth stones from being summoned for the rotten, and I got one of them, and on a lark I traded it, and I got an item from it that we're going to make use of in the stream to make our weapon good. But what I want to do is I want to try out, I want to see if we qualify for some treasure first. And to get that treasure, I had to kill myself in Mahula. So if this is your first time watching one of these streams, I'm playing Dark Souls 2, where I do not sit down at any bonfires. I've sat down at one. I lit one. I didn't sit down in it, though. And I basically did that so we wouldn't have to run through the things betwixt every time I died. Instead, we just have to run from the end of the things betwixt every time I die. So a lot of this stream is going to be me just talking about stuff as we roll down the...
I came from the west. I thought everything.
Okay, he must only give you the armor of Oros when you have 0 souls and you've spent a lot of money on them. So we can't get the nude armor yet. Oh, he doesn't have legs. What kind of upgrade mats am I rocking? I have a Twinkler, which will not be enough to upgrade my spear. Reinforce. We need 2 more. Should I leveling up? How many times can I leveling up? A couple times. Didn't even get to seek less there. Man, my mashing was on freaking point. Adapt. I think 99 is where I wanted to stop. So now I want Vigor. And some Stam. The Armor of Oros itself is not an exceptional item in terms of seeking out, so I think I'm just going to spend souls on things I know I'll need. Actually, wait. I could get a Stinky Branch. What would that get me? I don't know. I will need some souls for an upcoming part, though. So, like always, we're going to go to our familiar haunt, which is... What ranks am I rocking? Good enough. We're making our way down to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, because I want to go to the Lost Bastille. And we're using a weapon that is already broken, so it cannot be broken more. Santir Spear. And we're going to make it better. We're going to make it so good. So how's everyone doing tonight? On these Tuesdays? Are you treated well by your Tuesday? I think the next time I'm into Things Betwixt, I'm going to try killing the stone ring having guy. Well, we have a multi-hit weapon. Stone ring might be useful. As a Santir Spear. You get the Santir Spear using a Pharaoh's Lockstone in the Doors of Pharaohs. And you get a spear that, when you break it, becomes a sort of twin blade. It has a really unique moveset. And I have a frog in my throat. Just can't get it out. I swallowed too many frog. So the reason Santir Spear is good for the Bonfireless run, yeah, because since it's already broken, it has no depletable durability. Oh, I killed a guy, I think 15 times, so he's not there anymore. There's extinction mechanics in this game that make grinding for upgrade materials terrible. So we're gonna go to the Lost Bastille. The Sinner awaits us there, which is probably our next Lord Soul we're going after, because I basically have the way opened up all the way. Yeah, the ladle also loses very little damage when you when it's broken. They did add ways for you to overcome the extinction mechanics. If you're in the Covenant of Champions, everything is much stronger, and enemies respawn. Man, I almost lit that bonfire, and that would have been very poor. That would have been a bad decision. I did kill the Peruser down there, didn't I? Okay. Yep. Killing the Peruser is good because the Peruser can drop, when you kill the Peruser in this area... Wow, that was close. The Peruser will drop... Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, I'm not sure that's programmed kill switch isn't exactly the phrasing I would use. I used extinction mechanic because I've played roguelikes before. Barrel. It's a barrel. So. I need to make use of one of these. I don't need no torch. Okay. So, I picked up a raw stone by trading a round and smooth stone with the crows, and it's going to increase our damage pretty significantly. I don't think I can reinforce it any. No. Although when Macduff leaves, the next time we visit Macduff, he will have moved over here. But I think I need a world respawn for that to happen, which means I need to either die or I need to Homer Bone? Anything I want to poison? I guess we can try quitting the game. I've never done... I don't think that works. I don't have a poison stone anyways. I have a Dark Knight stone. And that's it. Okay, let's try quit load. That tends not to work in this game. But maybe it'll work this time. The Dark Souls title theme font reminds me of like a font you could get in font packs that was called like Da Vinci or something. No, it worked. Everyone say thank you, Ogre. I do know that Blacksmith McDuff is Ogre's favorite Dark Souls character. Okay, we got one Twinkling Titanite for that. So one more Twinkler and we can upgrade our weapon. Man, I forgot to come over here and open this gate the last time I was over there. I guess I could go that way. There's nothing keeping me from doing such a thing. But I do need to find a Twinkling Titanite. And I think I know just where to find one. And it's as far away from these idiots as possible. You I have to kill. Okay, I will switch to Silver Cat to make this easier. So I can flop off here. Not here. I think it's here. Yeah, here we go. So I know where a Twinkler is at. I don't think it's that far away either. Guy explodes. What kind of treasure in Belfry Soul is there? I do have a lockstone. Yeah, the Silver Cat ring is reduced fall damage. Man, do I get anything? Is there anything in the Belfry Luna that I care about? I guess there's a key if I do the boss fight. I don't know. I can't think of any important treasures that are in Belfry Luna. If there was a Twinkling Titanite there, I would risk it. Yeah, in this game, you get, like, proportional fall damage reduction from Silver Cat, so you still take, like, damage. In Dark Souls 3, it's just, if you would take damage from a fall, but wouldn't die to that damage, you, you just take none. Phlegm. Dear phlegm. So these guys are the worst. But luckily we have a spear, which is one of the better ways of dealing with them. The ones that are in their own jails won't bother you. But there's one that just... he blew himself up. Okay. I need up the power. Hello Max is watching from their phone. So you come here, you get a green blossom. What's my equip weight at? 50. And that's probably good enough. But spoilers. There's another one. This is the Peruser. You can parry him. And he dropped a twinkling titanite. And there's this jerk who dropped a life gem. The bracing knuckle ring could possibly ever be useful to us. If we ever have a equipment that we want to use that does have degrading durability, the ring will help. I think that item over there is in no way worth it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Yes. Ooh, the Peruser is the pupil stage crystal lizard. We know what the crystal lizard larva looks like. And we know what the crystal lizard, a fully developed one looks like. But the pupil... I don't have a stinky branch, so I can't deal with Kraid upstairs. Kraid. Huh, his name's Strayed, but I called him Kraid. That is a Bonfire Ascetic, which is absolutely worthless to us, because we're missing one half of the equation. Why am I coming down here? There's like items down here, but nothing worth it. And there's like a hard enemy. Okay, that guy was hard, apparently. Is there another one? No? Okay. I forget where the mimics are in this game. I know none of these are mimics. Now, Dark Souls 3, that's a game that'll make you remember where its mimics are at. You can also use a Ferrous Lockstone to get like a worthless item in here. Yes, we refrain from the use of bonfires. This is not an illusory wall. That's a lot of ratings on that message, though. I'm pretty sure up here is pointless. You don't attack illusory walls in this game. Like, this leads back to the beginning of the area. Yep. Don't know why you would ever want to come down here. Man, fuck ladders. I said... Okay, fine. Aha! So by coming over here, I get to fight some dogs. I want to go over here so I can, like, open up the path. As there'll be some dogs, but... Okay. Where's that dog at? I hear your little clamping toesies. This is actually good. Now this gets us back to Macduff, who will improve my weapon. Okay, he's going. The dog's going home. Everybody, the dog went home. Everybody, that dog has gone home. Okay. So now we need 4 to improve our weapon. I guess I have to go all the way back around now, though. Although, it would be faster to go this way. Took that arrow to the leg for no reason. I want to get somewhere reasonably safe and see if I can't get Slionine on the horn. There's somebody. Wonder if Jens is free. Let me see. He's probably playing Pokemon or something. Well, I did the wrong thing, because I probably could have got up there. Yeah, there we go. Most roundabout way of getting up. By the way, do I have a fire weapon? I can get something worthless if I do. Man, not even one firebomb. Nope, I have firebombs. Okay. Need to get these off my quick bar for now. Archdrake. Yeah. Also got the Archdrake shield, which I think is pretty worthless. That's alright. Does it do anything special? I don't think so. It just got high magic block. Kinda. We get our bathrobe for a while though. Okay. So we go upstairs, we need a Stinky Branch to talk to Strayed. We can't make use of much of what Strayed offers us anyways. Let's see if we get invaded or not. Because you can get invaded by Guy here. NPC Guy. Looks like we didn't. So this is Sinner's Rise. Don't forget about that guy. Oh man, I am so sorry, sir. He got... I didn't forget about that guy, but I forgot about everyone else. Okay, that guy fell through the floor, looks like. The guy just shot me in the face. Yeah, Forlorn's the guy's name. Okay, we might have Slow 9 in a few minutes. See if he gets, his doings. So this coming up area kinda sucks. Those are just throwing knives. Oh man, do I want a shield for this? I think I do. So a boss that we haven't fought yet, and likely never will. So the club half of them is usually much easier to deal with than the sword half. And okay. Okay. Okay, there's a club third, a legs third, and a sword third. I mean, I guess. Where's the hidden door over here? There it is. You can come out here and get like a worthless item. Northern Ritual Bland and a Bleed Stone. Bland. That's how much I think of that item. I think there is the Rose Crest Shield here somewhere. Is it like a stamina shield, or am I forgetting things? I don't think there's any more illusory balls. I think that's just the one. I already picked it up. Oh, so I did. In fact, stamina recovery. Blossom Kite Shield. That might just be worth wearing. He can block, sorta. I want to get the thrust of my argument across right now. I really want to pinpoint the effects of my choices. So I'm spearheading a new strategy. It's like a knife on a stick. Alright, is this one of the areas? Yep. With ghost zombies in them. When did I get the Bastille key? There's no reason I should kill that guy. I don't want to use any of the stuff he could drop. Okay, now people are coming in with other things I could have said. Raw into the deal. You're gonna get my points. Oh man, okay, didn't last second get that one. Did that thing do murder on my equipment? It did not. It can be hard to tell the damage ones from the equipment destruction ones. Skulls. I think it just goes to the bottom at this point. Yeah, there's a lever. Okay, do I want to use a shield against the center, or do I want to try dodging? Let's try dodging first. Do I have any items I want to use? Yes. Let's pretend that I want to crap up my quick bar with garbage. It's the center. Man, we're pretty powerful, aren't we? This is way easier than the Rotten. Get bent, nerd. Hello, Slionine. Holler at me on Disco if you want in a call. I just beat up a boss. We hugged a great soul. Thanks for the joke, PS and Striker. And we got a stinky branch. And a mushroom. Hello.
Hey.
We got Slionine with us, because we're doing this thing, where we play this game.
I see you just beat up the Lost Sinner. That's excellent.
Yeah, it was, my damage was way better than I thought it would be. That seemed much easier than the Rotten.
I was gonna say, like, beat up the Lost Sinner in the sense that fight was like, I looked over and it's like, okay, the fight's starting. I'm like, message you, and then oh, the fight's over.
Like,
okay.
That was like we have a +3 raw Santir spear.
Okay, the Santir spear being the one weapon you have that
cannot break.
Can't break because it is already broken. It's at 0 of 500. Oh, and after you've beat the Lost Sinner, you got a pile of souls now too.
Yeah, I can decide what to spend them on. There's my body. I could buy heal gems. I've got 19 lightning resin. I won't be needing any more of that for a while.
Okay. You got some gems, but not like an infinite supply. You could, like,
I'm gonna put most of it into my body.
Yeah.
As at this point, all we want is health and green.
Because your weapon's now raw.
Yeah. To be honest, I probably only needed 10 strength. One-handing it is a good option, though. Having the range. This thing's range is actually kind of ridiculous when you poke with it. Like, you hit things from downtown.
So oh wow, you go max range with that. Okay.
Yeah. This weapon is cool.
I've never used it. I've seen it. Basically, it runs like this alone. That's it. So
I used to see it pop up in PvP all the time. There were some moments in time where it was very powerful. In the abstract, like mundane especially. If you had like if you had all 22s, and it was mundane, then it was really powerful.
Yeah, mundane being the one that takes your lowest stat, I think, is the
lowers the it reduces the base damage by a lot, and then adds scaling to your lowest stat, but incredibly high scaling.
Yeah. So you said you had the Rotten beat up, and looks like we're heading over towards some skeletons.
Yeah, Earthen Peak will be next. And
Oh dear.
what are the Lord Souls of this game again?
So we've got the Rotten. We've got
Oh,
well,
Duke's,
it's not Freya's.
yeah, Duke's Dear Freya. That's what else I've got.
Which technically that isn't the Lord Soul there. Like you touch a thing behind Duke's Dear Freya. Yeah, for that. But there's that. There's the Rotten. There's the Lost Sinner, and there's
The Old Iron King.
the King. I was gonna say the one that you're going towards,
yeah,
right?
I'm heading towards that one because Stone Trader Cloanne is in that direction.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Although there's a lot of goblins in the other place, so really either one would work. I can die partway and then change my mind if I want to.
True. So can you touch a bonfire to change your bonfire location, or is that not?
You can do that once per bonfire.
Oh, okay.
When you light a bonfire, you stick to it. I decided the only one I've touched so far is I touched the one at the end of the Things Betwixt, so I would not run from the spawn point at the beginning of the game every time I die.
Okay, that makes sense. That's just time saving.
Yeah, and I'm debating when I want to touch the one in front of Mahula.
Probably after all 4.
Yeah, probably after. There's also, well, just fall like a doofus.
Whoops.
There's also, there's a couple in the woods, the shaded woods, that aren't so bad.
Yeah, just the run backwards from if you wanted to get back to.
It's comparable to the Things Betwixt, really. So
yeah,
I have
'cause,
options.
You're just walking backwards through like 2 areas.
There's a guy following me.
So here you've got the walk of through the skeleton lords and then into a couple poison zones fighting the fake boss of the gluttonous thingy.
Ooh,
And then the other fake boss of the congregation. No, sorry, wrong way. That's Duke's. No, then it's just Smelter Demon.
Yeah, but before that, I do have to fight the Headless Lady.
Oh yeah, she's at the top of the yeah. Okay.
I have to burn an axle.
Yep. She's at the top of that.
Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Wow, 3 shots, huh?
In the oh, okay.
Is there a Twinkling Titanite up there?
That's close to 2 shots, but it doesn't look like
If I got counter damage on one, it might be 2 shots.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, G-Volt. I think what you're doing is a bad idea, even if you win. Also, hello! That's what we call an icebreaker at a party.
Yeah.
Like you show up to a party and think, this whole thing stinks of capitalism. Also, hello.
As I flip the grill.
Turn it into the force of shit, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this is the game that actually has prizes for this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. It has.
Like,
you get a ring for it. You also get a ring for beating the game without dying.
Yeah, there's a Deathless and a Bonfireless ring. I don't remember which is which. I just remember the 2 exist. Hey, bud.
The one I will get will make my weapon invisible.
Okay.
I forget. I think the one that you do when you have. I think the other one might be make your armor invisible.
Yeah, I think it's just invisibility is what.
Or left hand invisible.
Yeah, like one's shield, one's weapon. Is that what it is? Or like left hand, right hand?
That may be it. So this thing has a crazy moveset. The one-handed running attack is Scimitar.
What the hell? For a spear?
Yes. I might have to fight an invader. Because she's by a treasure goblin.
Yeah, this one you'll I was thinking this one you'll probably have to. The one up on top of this cliff.
I appreciate the skepticism, though, G-Vault. I wasn't trying to be, like, hating on you. I was just saying, I really appreciate this kind of mentality. I actually really... Yep, here's Merciless Ruina.
Yep.
Come here, you. Walk into my weapon while I hit you with it. As I do 1,000 damage to you.
Oh my goodness. That is crushing.
Don't roll off the edge. I want your hat.
Come on. Goodbye.
Okay, I did not get the very rare drop.
Well...
There's no goblin up here. They must have moved it. Because I don't remember where the goblin is.
Yeah, because there's like the key up there.
I think that key gets me a goblin.
Oop. Yeah.
Will I die?
Drops from in-game invaders aren't automatic. Not in Dark Souls 2. They are like incredibly crappy odds, and you have to farm them with bonfire ascetics. Like, heavily farm them with them. That was how you got Katarina set in base Dark Souls 2 instead of in Scholar, where instead of in the DLC where it's in chests.
I forgot how you dismount from up here. That worked. Okay.
Okay, good.
I got close enough to these guys to make them mad, though.
Exactly that, Yoshi.
Yeah, basically, if you look at something that looks cool on the wiki and it says drops from X, just wipe it from your mind. Even if it's something really cool like the Hide Spear, or Hide Great Lance. Oh boy, flame butterflies.
Oh, those are nifty.
I was able to trade a flame butterfly for a how you say Twinkling Titanite.
Damn, that's real.
Stop bullying me. There we go. Yeah, the hat that I could have got from that invader is... I'm never getting it. I've gotten it like once. There's another enemy that can drop it later, and you might get none of the things that can have it will respawn.
Yeah, so you have to use the bonfire ascetics to reset them. So you're in here looking for Gerblin.
There's the Gerblin. I could get some poison arrows if I make a really bad jump.
No.
Yes.
No.
I was wrong. They're lacerating arrows. And some Titanite shards. Woohoo.
Yeah, you've definitely reached the point where Titanite shard alone is...
I don't really have anything I can
Nothing
use.
else to say.
I can use them on my armor and shield, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and even then, like, at this point, before, like, getting to Old Iron Keep, like, what do you're probably... Oh, right, the Estus Flask Shard that was there, that's...
Where's the Gerblin around here?
What if there isn't one and, like, we're just...
No, I totally know there's one you have to, like, make a dumb jump. It's over here somewhere. Because you have to use... I remember specifically having to use jump attacks to kill it. Maybe it's over here? I found a magic mace.
Purse.
Yeah, I've already lost my humanity, so a single curse is not bad if it happens.
Yeah. Well, for that, like not being at full, being at like 95 is actually going to be slightly more useful for you because it lets you use human effigy as an item. Like I don't think you can use that if you're not
that's true.
like Ember. I don't think you can use that at full.
Yeah, but they did. Human effigies in this game do not heal you when you use them.
Do they give you the percentage boost though? Like the relative percentage?
No, it just it just unhollows you.
Oh, right. Sorry. Why did I think something in this game worked the way I thought it did?
There definitely should be. I mean, granted, it does more than it does in Dark Souls 1, which is, yeah.
True.
I absolutely know that there is a skeleton T-pose, but there's a portcullis that has a goblin.
I cannot dispute or back you up on this because I don't know locations of twinkling of the lizards in this.
I know most of them. And I could swear there was one here. He might have gotten away from me and I didn't notice. Like, okay, here's the bridge, the wood bridge across. And then I'm just going to waste everyone's time. Yeah, I think it might have been around here. None of these messages mean anything. No, this was just hurrah for bug. There should be a lizard here. Not every lizard drops twinklers in this game anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is one of them or not. I think the first one you kill has the audacity to drop Titanite shard.
That's rude as hell.
So now we have the skeleton lords. Trick with them is kill one of them and then deal with the horde that spawns.
Yep.
I did not know this the first, it's like half dozen times I played.
Yeah, they each summon a different type of horde. Also, this fight is, from memory, this fight in base versus scholar has different skeleton numbers in it.
Yeah, they drastically reduced the amount of wheel skeletons.
I think it's it went from
it went from
to
2.
3.
Yeah, they drastic. I think they overdid it. I loved those little guys.
Yeah, now you kill the wheel skeleton lord, and it's like a wheel skeleton shows up, and you're like, oh hi, I guess.
No. Got a human effigy. I'm gonna have to heal again.
Yeah, looking like it.
I'm getting sloppy. Okay. That skeleton lord dosed down. I do love this boss just because it's called Skeleton Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And now
I
we
like
have
the pillars.
We have the football skeletons, which
Yeah,
are
I like the
just
pillars.
normal skeletons.
Skeletons. Oh, football skeleton, how you doing?
Poorly, as it turns out.
Yeah.
And now we have the greatest skeletons of them all. Let's see how many spawn.
You know, like 2 or 3, I think.
Okay. It might literally just be 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is the only guy left.
Oh no!
He almost died in 1 hit. And then the boss music just immediately done.
Yep.
Skeleton Lord. It reminds me of that 90s cartoon show, Skeleton Warriors.
Skeleton Warriors.
After it's got Tony J as the narrator. It's about some skeletons and a half skeleton. And they're basically the X-Men. The other thing about Skeleton Warriors is, having watched it, it's really boring and not good. However, it does have an amazing theme song.
Yep.
Hey, we're into the Earthen Peak area.
Ooh.
It's got a one-way ladder, as if that would actually stop you. Okay, this part's good. The poison into the bonfire teaches you about the poison and immediately gives you an opportunity to be safe from it.
Yep.
Let's talk to Chloanne, the stone traveler. She travels stone. And she sells completely worthless items.
The plate.
And she has ridiculous hair.
I suppose it's about time I moved.
She is admiring a skull, though.
Yes.
I want to look at that hair. Do I have any sweet knocks with me? I do.
And you've got one hell of a mustache there.
My beautiful countenance.
Yes.
I made him look like the front of a train. When I'm this skeletoned out, like my tattoo goes away though,
Oh.
which is just a big green circle over one of my eyes. Don't give up, skeleton. So this area sucks.
Yes. I love that skeleton.
And Wheel and Deal Boy is not here because I did not talk to him in the wharf.
Oh. Okay. Well. That's... For your purposes, that's fine.
It's probably fine. Okay, down there is a fire seed. Ah, man. I have to decide if any of this garbage out here is worth it.
It's not.
I think there is Titanite out there, though, is the thing. Do I have any fruit? Do you have any moss fruit? I do not. Okay.
Oh.
I've got... Okay, I equipped green blossoms, but I wanted to equip poison moss. Okay.
Yep. Good old poison.
Good old Fading Soul as a trap. How come the big guy isn't firing at me?
Yeah, if you're down here, usually that's just, like, they're on. Huh. Okay.
Okay. This doesn't seem so bad if, like, some of the game mechanics aren't working.
Yeah, just not interested.
Oh, barely got poisoned.
Ah.
That costs 2 life gems. Got a lingering dragon crest ring +1.
Ooh. Don't think you'll be making use of that?
I can't equip spells.
Oh, you don't have any. Oh, bonfire, right. Never mind. Yeah, you're not making use of that at all. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? Oh, right. Not being able to go to the bonfire has some, like, you know, just odd side effects that you wouldn't immediately expect.
Okay, I need
the
to...
biggest being you can't upgrade your flask plus, not the... You can have more charges, but...
Yep, you can't bone dust.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a stratagem for dealing with these goblins.
Alright.
And that is... If I shoot them once, they'll run in the direction they're going. So if I shoot the one facing towards me, it'll run right at me.
Come on.
Right, you have to pick up the goddamn items. Okay. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
None of them dropped Twinkling Titanite.
Oh, that's not very good. Large shard, pale stone. Wow.
I don't mind coming over here because I know the fast strats of dealing with it. This horrible zone?
Oh, yeah, this place. If you don't, like... If you try to fight your way through here, it sucks.
Whereas they're following me like a doofus. Which will let me get the treasures, of which I do not know the value of. Some
life
simpleton
gem.
spice, very useful.
Ah, yes, of course.
Which
Lower
is what,
those requirements.
mm-hmm. Okay, he got a touch.
Okay, good. Getting around them. That's good.
I could probably toe-to-toe with one of them.
Would not want to go any more than that.
They are stronger versions of the ones we'd seen before. There's some more items to get through, like, the holes and stuff, but it's just, like, some weapons and shields. Who cares?
Yeah, you drop in the holes, you go into poison zone. There's, like, a chest over in one corner. Then there's here, you go to the left, and there's the altar, and a bunch of garbage.
I'm relatively certain there is Twinkling Titanite down here, so bottoms up.
Oh, okay.
I'm mashing, so I couldn't read what I picked up.
Dragon Charm, Washing Pole, Titanite Shard, Chameleon Soul of Brave Warrior. And, yeah.
That it?
Those are the ones, that's everything from that corner.
Okay. I have another place I can go to. I'll let this guy fire his orb, though.
Yep. A void orb.
Can I, like, hit him from up here and be safe? Yes.
Oh, this is really good.
There are ladies throwing fires at me, though.
Yeah, of course, from above.
I could probably kill them, too. No, she's firing from an unassailable position.
Oh. Well, heck.
What if Santir Spear was just really good?
I think that's the trick of the Bonfireless run, ain't it?
No, I
Like-
absolutely... Okay, there's a slab down here. That's what the... That's what the thing is. And a smooth and silky stone. I'm going to attempt to make use of a dragon charm. Let's see if that gets me killed. Okay, no longer going to attempt it because I'll attempt it now. It'll be that instead of so I have a life gem going. They take a really long time to use, so if you just try to use them, you usually end up dying. Yeah, slabs in this game are easier to get than chunks.
Chunks, yep. Which is just strange.
Is there anything to get over to the left?
That's just where the altar is.
Eh.
I don't remember if there's even any items over there. I know there's one enemy with a scythe that's blocking your way, and it sucks.
Come on, fight me, big fat man. I love how he barrels on through.
Yep.
Because urns are just ceramic barrels.
Like, doesn't even... They're paper mache to that guy.
Well, that's because he's really strong. Do an attack so I know you don't do the attack that... Okay. These ladies have an attack they can use that they can pull out instantly. I think it's that attack she just did where she kisses and a blast comes out that slow explodes. If you happen to be standing directly in front of them when they use it, it like completely bones you.
Yeah, I was just saying it's not... I don't know if it's directly kills from full, but it's very damn close.
Like I don't think I've experienced otherwise.
Right.
There's nothing in these chests worth getting, I realized.
Yeah, no.
There might be an item down there worth getting.
You gotta be down in the poison zone.
Yeah, I think the poison bite ring might be down there.
Yeah, because there's like, you go around that side and then go to the right, and then there's that chest.
Yeah. And Lucatiel can appear there.
Yeah. Ooh, fighting with Santier's spear in a like hallway like that is pretty awful.
That's spears. If you touch the side. Lucatiel is down here.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna take off your mask? She gave me a human effigy. Okay, she hasn't taken off her mask yet. Okay. I think this is a Ferrous Lockstone you do want to use. I have two, so I feel okay using one. Do I have two, or did I just use my only one? I had two.
That's good.
Poison bite ring.
Yep, that was what we...
That's what I thought it was, which is probably worth using.
This area and the next, yeah. And you've already done the rotten, so past that, it's not hugely effective.
I should put on the Ash Knuckle Ring over something less useful. The Ring of Blades doesn't scale terribly well. I'll take it off for now and put it on if I need damage.
You'll be getting the Ring of Blades.
+2.
+2?
Yeah, I will. If I fight the Smelter Demon, yes. Which I probably will because I have the Smelter Demon on complete download after having fought him so many times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to show off something that never... I'm gonna try it here first, see if it works.
Okay. Oh, this.
I don't think it works with these arrows. Will fire arrows work?
I don't know that I've ever done this, like, boss
Okay.
gimmick.
Iron arrows might work, but I don't have any. The gimmick is bad because the amount of time it buys you is about as much time as it takes to actually do it.
Also, it's about as much time as it takes to kill the dang boss. Like,
And the boss does regain HP if you do it. So this is the Covetous Demon.
it has one attack of any real threat if you're just standing on its side.
Yeah, the belly flop, it can also be threatening. And the tail slap. Kinda looks like Jabba.
A little bit.
He knocked one of the urns down himself.
Oh my god.
And now he's eating the guy. He'll regain health from this, but it will... Okay.
That's incredible.
It distracted him. He hit me.
And you got souls.
I stole the souls from him.
That belly... I disagree that that belly flop hit you, but sure.
Well, what you think doesn't matter. It's the
Right.
game's decision.
Yeah.
There's also this staircase going up that you can't get on.
Yep.
Yeah, it is cute. It definitely is cute,
Yeah.
interaction. Oh, this place is a nightmare.
Yep.
I have like half a mind to light that bonfire.
That would mean that you'd be wanting to light the Majula one after, or maybe just
anyone really.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're getting close to.
There's a
Ooh.
lot. There's a lot of treasure. Okay, come here, guy.
Yeah. A lot of getting your ass kicked in here too.
I stole his jorts.
Oh, nice.
Okay, here's my main dying area.
Is it the trio of these?
There's just two, but yes,
Okay.
those two guys. Is there anything over here yet? No. Worthless. Yeah, the lance backstab
Yeah.
is very good. Because you're usually doing it with the Grand Lance. and it's
I was
like,
just saying.
"Get some!"
It feels so good with the Grand Lance.
Nope, you don't get to Estus. You're a jerk. And I have to use a flame butterfly.
Oh, yep. Good thing you picked up so many.
I've gone out of my way to pick up 0 of them, and I still have 9 of the fucking things.
Yeah. You also have an hour 40 of torch. I think this is the area I die the most. Like this, like either right by the bonfire or like this trio here. Basically, fighting more than one of these at a time sucks.
Mm-hmm. I managed to kill Runaway Man before he locked the door on me, though. That's an old Dark Souls trick.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I thought there might have been a guy there because of that message, but nope. So Lettersmith Gillian protects a shard. I'll buy a ladder. Ladder cutscene. Not going to skip this. My favorite thing about Laddersmith Gillian is how his big payoff is he becomes a corpse in Dark Souls 3.
Yep. He's sitting like he's a corpse in Dark Souls 3 with a couple ladders around him.
Oh, no, not a couple, with dozens and dozens of ladders. There are
Oh,
so
sorry,
many.
sorry. A couple like set up ladders and then a pile, like just a bunch of them. Yes.
Ooh, he sells aromatic ooze. I think I will be buying that.
Oh.
Give me the ooze. Do I want bleed serum? I don't think so. Bleed isn't as good in this game, I don't think.
What would you use that against?
No idea, I'll buy some. My souls are meaningless.
Sure.
And his prices become worse after you've after he's moved to Mahula. So it's better to buy stuff now. What's the secret of the ooze? It does magic damage. I believe there's also a butterfly around here. Killing them offers you incredibly tiny rewards. Yep, there it is. That's one thing about this game that I kind of like, how they hide, like... Oh, not getting that one. I can't get a good angle on it, and I almost backstepped off a cliff.
Ooh, don't do that.
Like the findable treasures. The inexplicable invisible men.
Yes. There's some silly ones of those around.
There's also a lot of I forget where I'm supposed to go here. There's also a lot of my brain's just taking a second to process all this information. There's also a lot of butterflies strewn about. Like there's one in the Toad boss fight room. There's a butterfly way, way up. Ladder fight. He won the ladder fight.
Oh. Well,
I won the fight.
ladder fight.
I love playing ladder. Incredibly happy that I killed somebody at ladder on a stream, I believe. Man, these guys, these weapons. This is a game where your weapon doesn't auto-aim when you're locked on. So you'll just be attacking in the general direction you were facing afterwards, like some asshole. Man, just completely tearing me apart. I am certain Laddersmith Gilliam is a master ladder fighter.
Oh, definitely.
He's this game's Patches, so he ought to be special at something. He's Patches, but he never really betrays you.
Yeah.
I've got goo. I got gooed. But I got this guy poisoned. Those guys in the base game only showed up in the New Game Plus boss fights for the New Game Plus Dark Society boss fights in the Wharf.
Oh, yep. Yeah, this is the only, like, Patches is in every other, like,
Souls game, even Bloodborne.
Yeah, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. There's even Bloodborne has Patches, so. I
guess he shows up in every Miyazaki Souls game. There's a mimic in there that has the work hook in it. I
Yeah,
do not care.
plus. I think it has a plus on it or something. Is it just +5 or something like that, or am I thinking of a different? Anyway, no, it doesn't matter. That mimic in that room is the like one of the first mimics I remember in this game. Specifically because it's like,
Is it an all fours mimic? Like it's one of those mimics?
yeah. Like it tries to eat you, and its hitbox for its going to eat you attack is a 360-degree circle around it rather than a forward. I remember that much. That's about that mimic.
So I've beaten this boss without removing the poison before. You know what? Let's try some aromatic ooze.
Yeah, paint is the closest like patches in this game. Like,
Throw your head. Okay, you didn't throw your head. You did the other start attack.
oh, okay.
Oh no, God!
Oh, Gravitex. Yep.
I'm dead! Let's make the hoof all the way back. I know that I rolled in time, but in this game, your rolls aren't instant and invincible. Even when you
Well,
level up into having better rolls. Well, we're back here.
hello.
We've got a little few things we can do while we're here. Right, there was one thing I was going to say we would do the next time we were here. I'm going to go kill the hippo that drops the stone ring, because we could possibly make use of it.
Oh, yeah, and really, what's the cost either? Like, it's literally right here.
I think this game is worth playing. It's taken me a long time to come to terms with that thought, but I think this game is worth playing.
My answer to that is going to depend on, like, literally the day of the week.
Well, it's a Tuesday. Okay, the answer to this guy is use stab damage. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
So the stone ring makes your weapon do more poise damage. And since we have a weapon that hits a lot, it could possibly be worth it. I liked the base game when I played it the first time, and when I played Scholar for the first time, I also liked it. But I was definitely thinking very hard while playing it. And I don't know how much of my enjoyment was good. I definitely remember hating the game the first time I got to the Shrine of Amana. Unpatched Shrine of Amana. I was like, oh man. It didn't help that I was a moron and my magic was very weak because I didn't know you could upgrade catalysts. Because I had no reason to believe you could. Let's see what treasures we get. Old whip. A slab. A magic stone. A faint stone. A bleed stone. Now, Dark Souls 3 I can just unequivocally recommend. It's better if you like Souls games because one of the faults I have with the game, there's one major one that I've come to rectify myself with. One minor one is that it's very, very referential. I don't know if it would be as enjoyable if you had never played another Souls game before. Or if, like, you just found this armor and was like, huh, oh, there's brass armor here. I guess that's cool. In this weird chamber.
Well, like, how much of that would, like...
Like, okay, would going into Enerlando be like... I guess...
Of course, like,
I'm-
you wouldn't have the same, like, recognition, but I don't know if that takes away from what the game has.
True. Wait,
Like-
I got the key to this mansion, like, forever ago.
Oh.
Still haven't gone in it, I don't think. There's a flashlight in there.
If you want a soul, I forget the name of the item, but the
Soul
thing that lets you...
vessel.
Vessel, that's it. I was like, catalyst? It ain't a catalyst.
I believe there is a Estus Shard Flask shard here. Estus Shard Flask shard.
Shard.
That's better than I was doing before, where I was just calling them Estus Flask charges. Where I was just combining shard and something shard.
This mansion has one of my favorite sort of like small things within the game. Two of them actually. The map down in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm never going to be able to do that, by the way.
Yeah.
There's 3 fires on it. I have not lit 3 bonfires.
What's a third? Because you have things betwixt. Other one and things betwixt.
Nope, I just have 1 and things betwixt.
Don't you? Does the starting point's not a bonfire?
Not you. Nope, you just spawn in like a podium.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's a skeleton down here.
Wait! Primal bonfires. Do those light up that?
Maybe it is when you kill bosses. Then I can do it.
Yeah, but the skeleton's my other favorite thing down here. Is that when you NG plus or bonfire ascetic in the area?
Another skeleton spawns down here.
You like if you're on NG6, there's like 7 skeletons in the basement.
And they always drop a human effigy the first time you kill them.
Yep.
So yeah, I've got some Estus shards I can use. I've got other garbage. Maybe I do need to go to Fisherman's Wharf at some point just so I can have access to Spin the Wheel, because he's the only source of poison moss I know of. Is that a shard you found? Okay, this game also added the word skeleton to the lexicon.
Okay, and it also gave us like
Conjunctions.
Conjunctions on it. So yeah, I mean,
I think we just need to run for it.
we have extremely worthwhile things here.
That puts us up to 6 flasks. We get 6 tippy tippies.
That's half of total. No, 11 is. How many shards are there in the game?
Wait, before I go,
It's close to 12.
I should turn all of these souls into life gems.
Oh, yeah. Especially with where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this game has a lot of... Well, don't get me wrong. Many problems with this video game. The game also has lots... I think of all the Dark Souls games, this might be like the most its own thing. Like, okay, Demon Souls, of course, was... completely wrote the book on Souls game. Like, it invented a genre, basically. And then you had Dark Souls, which was the same thing, but much more refined, brought in a lot of new ideas to it. And then you have this game, which is the same thing, only starting from a completely different point. It feels way different than all of the other games. Granted, many of the ways it feels different it feels worse.
Right, that's the sort of caveat there.
but it definitely has its own identity. Like, very much its own identity. So I appreciate it for that. I don't think this guy has anything to say to me. Because I'm not smart and faithful enough.
Probably not, no.
Well, probably has, well, the development cycle maybe, but also probably this game just has a different director and a different design team on it. Different people made this video game.
Yep.
I forgot to push over the shortcut tree.
Oh, well. Long way around.
Yeah, long in like
Long.
in the molecular sense. I almost said cosmic sense, but no, not even close.
I was gonna say, no way.
Let's kick over the tree. I do have the heal ring on, so I will eventually gain my healths back. I guess Bloodborne's also very unique, but Dark Souls 3 made Bloodborne less unique. It's still very unique, though. It does play much differently than all the other games. But it's got a lot of the same trappings. Like, you know, like right down to patches. But again,
Right.
a lot of these things are good things, so it's like you're glad to see them. But that's why I'm not willing to write this game off anymore. 2 years ago, I would have written this game off. Anyways, we're almost back to the Skeleton Lords.
Yep, 1/3 of the way there.
Oh, I have another bite at that lizard. That is totally real. This very real spider, not spider, that's Patches the spider.
That's
This
Patches.
very real crystal gecko that I'm going to get.
Who is definitely here.
Is right there. That I can't fucking hit! And it fell down a hole, so I can't get its object.
Goodbye.
I thought my weapon could hit them, but it hit the other ones fine, but not these ones. They had special armor to annoy the shit out of me.
That's what we call Dark Souls 2 hitboxes.
Oh man, all of these games have hitboxes in them, my dude.
I know, but I look. I notice Dark Souls 2's failing or oddities on their hitboxes versus models a lot more than any other game.
Very true. They come up a bit more.
Again, I will never forget the time the 360 mimic.
Chomp. The stand-up mimics almost have that in Dark Souls 3. You have to be rolling to not get hit by that, basically, or far enough away, or they'll just, like, whip around and re-aim. Of course, rolling in that game is super sweet, so...
Yeah.
What game? Okay, what games may have hitboxed correctly? I know Skullgirls has incredibly precise hitboxes. I don't know if it's got incredibly precise hurtboxes as well, but
Yeah, really, like the hitboxes are always going to be this, like, making it so that your character, like, basically making it so your character model and the hitboxes are the same thing, because when they aren't, it feels cheap to get hit, or like, you know, and like you've been cheated when you miss with an attack, because it's like, oh, the enemy just isn't actually there, you know, that sort of thing.
at the same time, I don't think you can also have it be perfectly realistic, and then otherwise,
No.
you feel like you are like you have to be way closer or far away, and like people are shooting you with shotguns from 60 yards away. And it's like things you just aren't used to. So we have like a video game logic that we have to appeal to.
Right.
I just ate a poison moss for no reason. It made me feel better.
I enjoy, like, in 3 they feel more, at least, accurate to expectation. And in some instances in 3 and Bloodborne, when you can do things like using gestures to dodge, is a really cool
Yeah, that's definitely the coolness.
you know, which, but it's definitely there's an art to it.
And this is definitely something that is ripe for armchair game design discussion.
Which, I mean,
Yeah, that's one of some of our favorite things.
yeah.
Where you'll come up with like a good argument or like a good thought, and I'll just say something that's completely like arbitrary, but with enough emphasis that it sounds correct. Well, am I fucking dead?
Oh, good God, these assholes. Oh, yep, 3 of them. Hell yeah.
Yep, I got shot. I ran the wrong direction. I ran where I thought I came from, but it was in fact the hallway where the arches are at.
Oh.
Oh God, Marth's Grab and Smash Bros. It's actually longer than Yoshi's. The dinosaur that extendo tongues to grab you, shorter reach than Marth's Grab with his hand.
On Twitter over the past maybe 2 weeks, there's been this pretty funny set of images of, like, putting a hand petting a dog over like a, you know,
Like this anything really.
over anything, but like it extended to, like, you know, you had Akuma in a pose, and like Akuma, instead of like in the pose, it's just Akuma petting some dogs, or like Piccolo, like, yes, I feel great, but he's up in the air petting some dogs with the hands. But my favorite one of these was one that was like Smash Bros. Marth, hand extended for a grab, and then like
Several feet away was a dog.
several feet away is the dog. It's the fucking best one. It, like, blows every one of them out of the water.
And that's how you can tell that Smash is a very, very fun game that the people who made had no intention of anyone taking seriously. Or really just the Pokeball item. That's all you need to know.
Yep. Yeah, so it's like, I saw that one, and it was like, it took me, I was like, why did they put, I'm like, oh my God, that's excellent. It's so good. I don't know where it is anymore. It's just on the internet now. E Honda's 100 Dog Pet. Ooh, that's a really good one too.
I could kill this guy. He would drop his armor set, which is not useful.
That's, like,
It has high dark resist.
there is no reason to keep that person around, and no reason to kill them. Like, like, they can't do anything because you can't use spells, so.
Yeah. I could use spells. If I had started the game as a character who has a spell equipped, it would be a legal it would be a legal option. I did not do this. I started as the character that would level up into using the Santir Spear the fastest. So I could have started as a sorcerer or a priest, and it would have been good. But there were a couple reasons why I chose
Right.
Wanderer. The other reason being they start with 2+1 weapons. I get to try that goblin again. Nobody can stop me now. Not even skeletons.
Eat another bite at the goblin. Here we go. The second or third bite at the goblin. Gotta have that one lizard soul.
I will say, it's probably not the best idea to be, like, using try-dashing through strats when I'm doing that.
Absolutely not. You'll turn around and then there's 7 skeletons, or you go too far forward. Anyway.
That had a chunk in it, so it was precious, even though I'm never going to use chunks.
True.
But I'll have it, and that's the
I was
important
gonna say,
part.
now you know that it's not a twinkler. You know?
Goblins in Dark Souls were so good. Because they only ever dropped Special Titanite plus 2 Twinklers, unless they dropped just 2 Twinklers.
Yeah.
They existed in Demon Souls, but upgrading in that game was a goddamn nightmare. A logical place for a weapon upgrade to stop is +7.
Right? Like, not at 5s?
But not all of them. Some of them can't be upgraded at all. Some can go to 10. Some go to 7 and then branch from 7. But what you really should do is just use the Butcher's Cleaver. Because it's the best weapon in the game. You don't have to upgrade it. It has infinite range. It deals 1,000,000 damage. The stat requirement's actually pretty low. The scaling, very good. Yeah, heal spell is kind of burst healing. It works, it's faster than a, it has a slow casting animation, but the actual healing itself is faster than a flask. And if you're very close to a friend, they'll get a little bit of health to it.
Yep. Tiny bit.
Instantly poisoned.
Welcome to Poison Zone.
Because I wasn't wearing my decoder ring. Speaking of decoder ring, I mailed out my curses today. They were extra festive.
Ooh.
I may have to show you a small fragment of them early as a present to you. Okay, we learned. Kill these guys.
Yes. Or else you're gonna be in a terrible way.
That guy didn't follow me, though.
Well, the third one that attacked you was the one that broke through the pipe. Or sorry, not the pipe. The poison soup.
I don't know what that means.
There's a big... to the right, there's like a hanging bowl that's just poison. And I thought it came from that way, is where the third one came from.
It may have. It may have been the one following me.
Yeah. So, yeah, like those hanging bowls by chains. I don't know how else to describe them other than poison soup.
Soup is a good word.
So
This guy won't fight me if I don't get too close to him.
mm-hmm.
The trick with the mannequins is if you can backstab them as they do their backflips, you'll do very well. But you have to do that. Soup is among the best words that Dark Souls 3 added.
Yes.
Okay.
One of my favorite parts about Lotrek Bot is getting to use Bloodborne terms in like the Dark Souls message stones. So you end up with like healing church or you know, you're in the know, right? Or
You're in the know, right? It's very good.
uh
Oh crap. I healed Most again. I need to get that off my goddamn quick bar. I'm dead. As I was using the Estus, the fireball came towards me because the pyromancer had
That's
fallen off the
slow.
platform and my soup was too slow.
yep, the moss needs to.
Well, sooner rather than later, I'm just going to be out of moss. Then that problem will
Yeah,
go away.
that's all, I want to say solves that.
Yeah. Okay. We're back on Ring of Binding. It'll give me like 10% extra health. But yeah, the curses this month are very festive.
Ooh.
And I stole from my tabletop notes to make them. I mean, I had them. I had 62 pages of them. Why not use more?
Yeah, what else? You know, that's-
Actually, no, there's 68 now. I wrote 6 more pages today.
Oh, good.
Because I had nothing else to do.
The way of the world.
It's the way of the world. I think this shield was one of the contest shields. I know this game had a big shield contest. Before they had like 3, now they had like 6.
Dark Souls 1 had 5 contest shields?
Okay, there was Effigy Shield, there was the Blood Shield,
Blood Shield.
and there was Sanctus.
Sanctus? Was that it? I thought there
I
were
think that's it.
contest shield.
That's true. I'm only allowed to write either 1 more or 100 more or 601 more. I'm not sure Grasscrest was.
Oh, there's 4 in Dark Souls 1.
What's the force?
Black Iron Great Shield.
Black Iron Great Man, we might owe the entire existence of Black Iron Darkness to a shield.
That's
rather good.
yeah.
Lost connection to Steam.
That's
Oh, right, it's Tuesday. Right, the thing that would make us not play Left 4 Dead also, but like Team Fortress 2 it just happened.
Shield is designed. Adam's original name for the shield was Blood and Souls.
Is this the blood of the dark shield?
So yeah, that was Dark Souls 1 had 4. So we all right. We both were on off by 1 on that one. I was on 5. You-
5. Well, the average was in the middle.
Yeah.
Yes, the average was in the middle. That's great bits of wisdom starring Numbitten. Is this the average was in the middle? Get fucked. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. I'm
God.
glad. I'm definitely glad that I streamed after a day of work, so we can get things like the averages in the middle.
The Wizness.
The Wizness. The Wizness would be a good tabletop character name if you weren't a fighter.
True.
I'm the Wizness. I'm just going to leave magical bombs laying around because I don't know where to put them. Although, actually, the average is not always in the middle. That's the mean, isn't it? Or the median? Because mean and average mean the same thing. I think it's the median that's in... Or is the median...
No.
Is the median
So,
just the number that comes up the most?
okay, so the average is the like adding together it all. I think average and mean are the same. Median is the one that appears in the middle number, and mode is the one that appears most often.
Okay, so median is what I was. Median is just the one in the middle, and then mode is the one that's most common. Yeah.
Yeah, but median has to be a number that exists. Like, if you one, like 125 or 126. Yeah, if you don't have like a set that's like 135, I'm not gonna go through numbers.
Yeah, because this is stuff that I should have learned 20 years ago, but failed to forget enough not to bring up in the middle of a stream while walking through an area that I had previously walked through 3 times. One of those is the correct number.
All right.
Okay, it would not quite be 20 years ago. It had been about 19 years ago.
Dark Soul.
Now this isn't like, you learn this before high school. This is like middle school stuff.
Yeah, I want to say like 4th, 5th grade sort of thing.
You're doing this when they're making you really do your multiplication tables. Which, if you want to... Tip for success. You never have to remember that shit. I never once learned my multiplication tables. And that's where I got that's what made me the person I am today. Is I would inconsistently be able to remember, wait, what's 6 times 7? Well, shit. You take 6 times 6, that's 30. That's easy to remember. And you add another 6 to it. Yeah. And you do that instead of actually memorizing the table. I guess that's the more logarithmic way of doing it.
So I'm trying to find out Dark Souls 2 shield contest shields, and there's a lot less concrete information on this.
I remember there being a Facebook poll and everything.
Yeah, there's a Facebook poll, but I can't find the results. And then there's people talking about some shields that just like won it that got disqualified for some reason, and then like there's a bunch of extra stuff here that I'm filtering through at the moment. So
What? Crap! I didn't mean to do a power attack there.
Okay, Wicked Eye, Great Shield, Rebels, Great Shield, Phoenix Parma, Sunlight Parma, Watch Dragon Parma, Blossom Kite Shield.
I knew Watch Dragon Parma was. Pig Shield might have been a contest winner, but I also think that was just a joke by the developers.
Yeah, but those are the ones. Those are the ones I have listed here from, like, From Software. Yeah.
I know they made a change to the Dragon Shield because it said in it that it made you lucky, but it didn't. And then in Scholar, they actually made it. That's how we end. I think I know the answer. I think I know the answer of what I need. I thought I was poisoned, but I was just bleeding, and then I rolled and I fell down a hole and died. I know the answer to what I need. I think what I need against these guys is poise.
Oh.
How much poise did I lose? I I didn't lose any poise by doing it. How much poise do I have? Well, I could have a lot.
I'm gonna say 0 at the moment, it looks like.
How fat can I get? I can go overweight. So I can just wear the leg armor if I want to, like, just do the dang thing. I'm gonna wear the Wanderer set. Another bad thing about Bonfireless, I can't sort my inventory in any other way other than just destroying it. So I don't have access to the bottomless box.
Oh, that's a cost, I suppose.
Granted, me picking up every like sweater is my own fault. They could be dropping life gems.
And those are useful.
Man, I am really tempted to light a bonfire. Because, yeah, I'm going to light a bonfire at some point. Because of, okay. If I light the Iron Keep bonfire, there is no cost to lighting the bonfire before it. It just means that I have to light one of the bonfires at Mahula when I'm done.
Well, this cascades is basically what happens.
Yeah. Because trapping myself on the Earthen Peak, or trapping myself in the Iron Keep is exactly the same as trapping myself in the Earthen Peak, except, like, making that decision automatically means, like, even lighting one means I have to light one closer to home. Which means either there's this bonfire, there's the Crossroads bonfire in the Shaded Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also the prison bonfire in the Shaded Woods. So there's
Or
actually...
even the first bonfire in the Huntman's Cosp is a pretty easy walk. There's no enemies in between you.
So I think I am going to light bonfires in the Earthen Peak then.
Okay.
Just because...
Obviously light, not sit, or else...
Otherwise the run's over.
Yep.
I haven't sat at the one in the Things Betwixt yet. Yeah, and the Primal Bonfire will take me to Mahula. So, like, I don't have to trek all the way back.
Right. Having to backtrack that way would be...
It would make me less psyched about about it. It very much would.
It'd be bad.
Rather poor, I think.
So, luckily, that's not what you gotta do.
Do Primal Bonfires work more than once? Because if I go to the Shaded Woods after beating the Iron King, there's the chance that I die to the giant basilisk. In which case, I would have either...
So you have to backtrack or forward track. I think you can use a Primal Bonfire more than once.
I guess we'll find out if the circumstance ever arises. You cannot do Bonfireless in Dark Souls 3 because you cannot get to Lothric Castle without using a bonfire.
Yeah, you have to teleport from.
You also have to use a bonfire to get to the Kiln of the First Flame.
Yep. As that's also an unattached location.
Otherwise, you can use as few bonfires as possible.
Yeah, you can't go like nothing. No, that's not.
So we're making our way back. We're proving our worth. Proving our ability to dodge arrows and occasionally block attacks, taking only a quarter of the damage they would normally do. Dark Souls 3 is fairly linear. Actually, it would not be so bad because after you killed either Yorm or what's his name, Goo Boy, whichever one you killed
Aldrich.
second would then Aldrich, yeah, would then take you back to Castle Lothric, where you need to be.
Yeah, there are some like branching.
Like getting from the cathedral back to the
Yeah,
Carthus would be kind of rough.
yeah, Cathedral's the main branch. The game certainly, when you're playing it for the first time, and you don't know what the path is, feels a bit more open once you get past the village, basically. Because then you have the choice. Basically, when you get to the Farron Woods, there's a lot of choice in like different directions to go from there. But like, it ends up being that you have to go to the cathedral, and you have to go to the cathedral before you can get past Carthus.
Yeah. So the game, and then you have another branching path when you either go to Anorlando or you go to Irithyll Dungeon.
Yes.
But everything else is basically a straight. Technically, you can also go to Castle Lothric first.
You can go to that's actually the big branch from the later, like from knowing the game at a later point, is if you go and fight the dancer early,
but
which
even
is
then,
a hell of a task, but it you know.
it's very fun. You should. I recommend it now that I've done it a couple times. But I'm gonna get sandwiched between two brew boys.
I'd say that is a meaningful branch, right? Like that like difference there is a fairly meaningful difference of going to, like, yeah, you obviously are going to have to go back and do Aldrich, and you're going to have to go back and do
Yeah, but
the others, but
it's the fact that you can't get past you can't get past you can't go past Dragon Slayer armor. Like, you can beat Dragon Slayer armor, but the Grand Archives aren't open until the grandma dies. Or gives the cutscene teleport. It's weird. Okay, lighting this bonfire.
okay, just lit.
But you can go into the untended
Right.
place.
Right. Again, there's a lot of, so I think that the part that makes Dark Souls 3 feel a lot more like linear in that way is once you know the path, because without that, there's a lot of these like small side areas you don't know how important they are. Demon Ruins is a big one of those. The Smoldering Lake. The untended graves, and going that way through the castle, you know, it is you do go to the left and down an elevator, but you have no idea that that's a side path, and isn't required when you first get in there. So unless you choose not to go that way.
Okay, that guy solved himself for me.
But definitely, like, compared to 1 and 2, like, oh goodness, you have a lot of choice in where you're going in 1, maybe more so than any of the others.
Bloodborne might be the most open, kind of. Like, once you get, like, there's like a lot of like, the really big split is whether you go after the Padre or the Cleric Beast first. And then, like, everywhere is just there's just so many places you can go, it feels like.
Well, I think, well, you're always locked behind Gascoigne. Like, you have to fight Gascoigne.
Don't you also have to fight the Cleric? Just kill me.
Cleric Beast? No, you never have to fight Cleric Beast.
No, there's like, there's stuff behind it, though. Like, isn't, like, the tools behind the Cleric Beast? Like the workshop tools? I guess you don't need those. Where's Kavanaugh at? Kavanaugh.
Like, okay, we talked about the critical path on Bloodborne. This was a discussion we had during that stream. It's Gascoigne, Vicar Amelia, like, okay, this might not be in order. I'm just naming bosses that I know are required. You have to fight Vicar Amelia. You have to fight Rom the Vacuous Spider. You have to fight the one Reborn. You have to fight the Cosm. Cause or something, Mikolash, and the wet nurse at the top of that tower. To get into that tower, you have to fight. No, you don't have to fight a Amygdala. That's actually that's a side boss.
Wait, you either fight Cleric or Blood-Starved.
Blood-Starved.
Okay, yeah, you have to fight either one of those to get to Vicar Amelia.
Okay. So there's a split there, and you can choose one or the other to make it to Vicar Amelia. Though, but what you're saying about like openness, once you get past Gascoigne, there's a lot of different directions to explore in Yharnam. There, either going to Old Yharnam or
that's like a big thing. Is you go to Old Yharnam and there's just zero reason to be there. It feels like.
Specifically, you're told not to be there, like, and like so. No, there isn't. You can get to Old Yharnam a couple different ways as well. You can sort of like backdoor into it when you get put into jail.
God, not it! No!
Oh dear. Fires.
Okay, this guy gets poisoned really easily, so that's it for him.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And the poison's heavy hitting because it's like it's 15 a tick, I think, regardless of what enemy that's on.
Okay, we learned our lesson.
But yeah, while there is a like critical path through Bloodborne that like you have to go, you have to fight Vicar Amelia, you have to fight Rom, you have to fight your way up the tower.
What's this guy doing?
What is?
Look at that run he was doing.
Okay.
The distance he was covering was longer than his steps in a very obvious way. It's like Fred Flintstone.
That was a bit silly. Anyway, we're at the boss now, so I think I am done going on about Bloodborne bosses. As we have possible forward progress imminent.
Can we agree that the level design in Bloodborne is not good at all? Really? It's all very samey. It's not bad.
That's not level design though. That's
no. I mean not just the like graphic design. I meant the actual level design. Like you go to a place, there's a shortcut. It goes back to the first lantern that you were in the area. Do that 6 times, and that's any given area.
I kind of like that though.
I guess.
Specifically, I the idea of like not having 6 bonfires in an area, and rather just having like a way to walk through it, which is something that like.
Well, I think Dark Souls does it the best though, and Dark Souls just says really okay, and also how areas in Bloodborne connect to each other, I don't think is as strong. Like, I think you could interchange a lot of them, and it'd be hard to notice.
I think a lot of that, I guess the thought I was having when you brought that up is less that, like, from a level design perspective, but more of a world design where a lot of Yharnam feels the same until, like, much later in the game.
I guess.
Like just the look of Yharnam feels like, okay, you're in you're in Yharnam and you're always in different parts of Yharnam. Also,
yeah, I didn't get grabbed that time and I won.
Yep.
But I don't know. In Dark Souls, yeah, each area feels more unique, and the way one connects to another feels really fluid and like easy to tell. Like you can very I say very fluid when sometimes you walked in a hallway and the lighting filter changes completely, and that's how you know you're in the poison zone.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, we're bringing this up as we're taking the elevator up the windmill into the old Iron Keep, which is above the windmill somehow. Like,
the flow of everything is convoluted by
Dark Souls 2 is awful about this that we're talking about. But no, I definitely I see exactly what you're talking about with Bloodborne though, where like I think that's something that just you hopefully internalize as you play, like, and things like, okay, it's like living in a city, like, you know, you go 2 blocks down and take a right, and then over by the old shop.
I can live in a place for like 10 years and never develop that because I have a poor like sense of direction. So let's fight Fencer Sharon.
Hey, Fencer.
There's either going to be this or Armor Smith. What's his name? I don't know what right-handed sword she's using. That throws the crap. She's using the puzzling stone sword in her offhand.
Yeah.
It's a spiderwebby sword?
Oh, yeah. The one you get from the boss soul on Duke's Deer.
Well, there's 2 you can get out of it, I thought. Okay, maybe this is the one I'm not familiar with, then. So, when we die and come back, there'll be another one here. The Armor Smith.
And we'll never meet them.
I think Puzzling Stone Sword is the only whip sword. These enemies they might have toned down at some point too, but these guys are very... They're very. And there's a lot of them. I guess I could fight Smelter Demon since I've committed myself to bonfires.
I mean, yeah, you're here now at this point, like, and the prize there's decently real, like.
Stop it.
God, you know, I say this about Bloodborne, and I think to myself, how would I get from like central Yarnum to like the unseen village or such, and I have no goddamn clue.
Okay, I'm going to. Do I have
Ooh,
a
Lockstone? That's good. That's real. Now you've got. Now you should have 2 of those again.
I never got any small red burrs. So let's just what has my highest fire defense? I'll try to. I'll try to get the key I need here. I'm going to guess that my highest fire resist might be. Oh, Wondrous Mention actually has the highest fire defense.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to effigy to do this. That makes me beautiful again, though. So you roll into these urns. You get wet. When you're wet, you have fire resistance. When you have fire resistance, you don't die instantly from doing that. Look how much of my health bar that took off when I did everything I possibly could.
Oh goodness! You're down to like sub 20%.
So I did in fact have to.
Yeah, put on.
I'm gonna change up my outfit some though. Just why not? Ooh, look how that green pops through my head. That's good. Is this too much weight, though? Yes, it is. So we'll just look at this for a moment, and then the moment's gone. This is kind of a good look. I don't hate it. Strapped up Jorts boy.
I'm not completely sold on Mask, but
I have little else.
I know. Well, mostly because I miss the mustache with Mask. That's the sad point.
I don't know if Jester's... I'll buy Jester's mask just because I can, and I'll buy the colander so I have a new hat.
Right.
Stinky Branch, sure. Okay, thanks. Actually, I've spent enough that you should give me your item. Okay, he gives me the agreed ring.
Yeah. A common theme in merchants.
So I could wear the Jester's gloves if I just want more money. Kind of wish she sold life gems, but you can't get everything you want. Alright, my new hat. Yeah, the colander. How's that for a mustache? Fire arrow. Yep.
Nice hat.
Very fond of the colander.
I like how it covers slightly too much of your head.
Man, this guy was really willing to not aggro at me.
Oh, you're like on top of him, like.
Well, I fired a crossbow bolt at him.
You even got the helm off that one.
I have to change my hat very quickly because that put me overweight.
Ooh. Ugh.
Okay.
That's real. That's yeah.
Run back indoors so the sniper doesn't snipe me. What are you doing? He was just like square dancing with me. Where'd you come from?
Hi.
Wow, where'd this guy come from too? Holy shit.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of these knights.
They came from behind me.
Yeah, did they actually, like, aggro from the other room?
I had killed all the ones that were there, though. At least I thought I did. I'm gonna kill this guy just so that he doesn't snipe me.
No, I meant that they get pulled out from here, you know? They get pulled out from, like, out in the lava zone. You know?
Yeah, but I don't know how they would... how they came from behind me in front of me.
Look.
The flow of space-time is kind of
Space-time is fluid, yeah. Welcome to Drink Lake.
Yeah, this is Scholar of the First Sin. This area is slightly changed. The most important difference is that the Dull Ember is not here.
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's over in,
Yep, behind the
Bastille?
Pursuer. And
in the Bastille.
Like, item is a nothing, but I'm here, might as well grab it. No, a Twinkler! Yeah!
Ooh! That's not nothing.
That's 1/3 of what I need.
Also, like, life ring's not unusable.
Yeah. I can't think of a circumstance where I would want it, but I also... Okay, there are certain circumstances where maybe all I want is more life out of my rings.
Yeah, like, it is a ring in a game where you get 4 rings that, like, has a positive effect.
Okay, let's all just appreciate the fact that I have these guys dead in one shot with a backstab.
That's... absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, that one just didn't want the backstab. Like, he went for it 3 times.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fight the Smelter Demon because I'm fucking cool. I doubt he even hits me once. Okay, he hit me once. Because I forgot that attack had an explosion on it. Okay, and that attack hit me because, I'm bad. I'm not good at this fight, like I thought I was.
Oh dear.
Wow, that got me through my frames.
Yeah, huh, okay. Just get crushed by it.
Yeah, keep doing that attack. Okay, maybe not when it hits me. Okay, that hitbox I'd be a little wonky about. You see how I was directly to the left with the sword?
You were nearly a foot away from the sword and got crushed by it. Well, they certainly like this boss. They liked it enough to bring it back, basically unaltered, the DLC. Except for it's blue.
That does magic damage instead of fire damage,
Yeah, it's a different boss.
which is slightly harder to defend against. Okay, see that? Yeah, the slam has one version with a burst and one version without a burst.
Yep.
Get neck. Oh. I died because I rolled the wrong direction.
Oh.
That's okay. It's okay, everyone. Because we're just here now.
We have the bonfire here.
We have a bonfire. I'll use lightning resin next time. And that'll make it a little better. I'll also switch to the stamina shield. But before that, I gotta fight another invader.
Yep.
This time it's gonna be Armorsmith Dennis. What even was that, Dennis?
Good. Okay. Dennis. Dennis. Goodbye, Dennis.
Don't say it that early, gents.
Well, I have to. I'm on the 10-second delay. I was hoping you already had the Dennis removed.
There goes the Dennis.
Goodbye, Dennis.
I'm going to make a poor decision. Because really, I got nothing to lose. Other than, like, whatever my bloodstain was worth. Probably like 10 grand. Maybe
no.
8.
More, wasn't it more than that? It had to have the boss souls from the Medusa. Yeah.
Don't make me to second guess myself.
Okay. Look, I'm all for try running through. Can be dangerous in this game because of how fog walls
yeah,
work.
because I got shot with an arrow.
Yeah. Well, not as 4,700 in your...
I was there, but at the last moment, I got hit by a ranged attack. So, here comes the sad truth of this area. Every time you do it, you have to kill every single guy.
Yeah, unless you want to roll a rigged dice for that fog door. Because it does not feel like it's 50-50 going through there. It's...
Covetous silver serpent ring was too heavy, but how about Jester's gloves? That puts me at 66.6% weight.
Nice.
Come here, you big dummy. I want to stab you in your back. Yeah, this is probably many people's first exposure to enemies dying enough times to not come back.
Yeah, yeah. 15's the number. Or is it?
It's 15.
Yeah. Sorry, I said that and then immediately thought like, shit, it's 12, and I'm like, no, don't second guess yourself when you got the right info. Yeah, which doubly happens here because in Scholar there's like 12 of these knights. Like, it feels like there's more in Scholar than there were before. Which is saying something, because this place always had a ton of these knights.
I'm not sure there are more, but they definitely feel like more of them can come to you at one time. Don't die, you big dummy. This guy is square dancing at me. Genghis Cripes. It's a lot of men.
There's a lot of them here, like, way more.
No, I don't know where these other guys even come from. Really, where do they come from? I counted... Okay, there's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I know where it came from. Where did 8 and 9 come from? Like, where do they come from? I don't know where they are on the map, where they come from. I want to try twin blading them to see if that's... Because the stabbing seems good. I don't know how good the twin blading is.
What's considered the best boss in this game? That's...
Fume Knight.
No.
He's my favorite. Okay, where'd this guy come from then? Maybe it's just this guy who I've been forgetting, because he just teleports out of freaking nowhere.
Oh goodness, so that one came from like your back's to a wall and you got nearly backstabbed.
I think he's the one in the stairs over there, but I didn't think I had gotten close enough to him for him to smell me. I guess he did though. Okay, let's see how they react to the stone ring.
It's the worst boss in this game.
Nashandra.
Okay. I don't think Nashandra is the, like...
Not the hardest by any means.
No. I don't think that Nashandra mechanically is the worst boss, but Nashandra is the most... Where Nashandra is makes her the worst boss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mirror Knight is the best. Okay, let's see where these boys come from.
I think like 2 of them come down from that room.
Like, they just, they pulled the Dark Souls 3 thing and had enemies spawn behind you. Like, the invisible guys.
No, I think like there's like 3 of the like. So I think just there's like more of these knights than you thought, and they just keep coming in.
The guy who got me the last time, I think, was the guy here. Who came down the stairs to get me.
Maybe. Or like the one that you have to cross or like hit with the
And that guy
ballista.
was... And that guy was one of the guys who was chasing after me, but he came through the ballista
The
room.
ballista room. He came through. Yeah.
Like, he went through there because there's the shortest path to get to me. The Last Giant's good. I like the Last Giant. He rips his arm off and starts hitting you with it. He's just easy, because he's the first boss of the game.
Yeah, I think the Last Giant's fine. Dragon Rider's also extremely simple, but that's not like again. I don't. Like, especially I'm not gonna hold that against it with, especially when we have bosses such as some of the DLC bosses in this game. I'm thinking, the walk up to Twin Cat.
Oh yeah, all of the multiplayer boss fights are just the worst.
Like, I like the idea of the trio in the sunken. But like doing that. Yeah, I'm on. I think I agree with you on Nishandra. Just again because of placement as well. Like it's not even just the mechanics of the fight or like the ease of the fight, but the fact that it's like the final boss of the game, and it is what it is. There you go.
I don't know if my rings are correct, but they're what they are.
Is Aldia a better or worse final boss? Almost worse. Aldia's not a boss.
Yeah, he's like a monument to your achievement.
Aldia might as well be a cutscene for how many attacks Aldia has. Like,
I'm gonna actually heal here. Top off.
yeah, it's worth doing.
Okay. That was a good attack, because it gave me time to heal. Okay, you're gonna... Yep, this is explodey one.
Yep.
So... Is this one also an explodey one? Yes. He uncrouches faster when it's a normal one. And there's no explosion after it. I cannot get away fast enough to not get hit when he does the exploding one.
Oh wow, that has range.
Shit! Oh my god, he magic pixeled me. He actually, my stamina magic pixeled me. I thought I had one more attack out of me, but I did not. And then I died. We're gonna beat this boss, and then that's gonna be the end of the stream because I've been going for 2.5 hours.
Alright.
We are going to beat this boss though, and it's going to happen this time. Stone Ring did not do jack. Honestly, do I want Ring of Binding now? Do I have something better than the Resto Ring? I guess. How much extra life does that get me?
Yeah, I would say life ring.
Life ring plus one gets me 100 more hit points. Whereabouts? That's, I guess, a little substantial, I guess. Okay. I need to go back to my block and shield, because I have to kill all of these things now.
Yep.
Really, it's because I let my resin run out.
Well, it's any number of things you can point to that lead to the opponent being at 2 health and you having no stamina left to finish the boss, right? Like... Oh, okay, that's really good that you have the, again, 1 hit.
Mm-hmm. What's the critical modifier on this thing? 120. So it's 20% better than normal.
Hmm.
So they only have about 700 hit points, eh? Well, we're back here. I think I killed all the boys, but one can never be certain. I see one of the mystery boys coming towards me. 2 of the mystery boys.
Yeah, they both appear from down the... One on the bridge and one... Yeah, okay.
They're up by the elite archer guy.
Yeah.
I just did a Marth grab myself.
Nice. Whoa! Nice turnaround. Alright.
Okay. From this point on, I need my grass crest shield. Draw your bow.
Do it.
He didn't. He switched to his...
Oh.
Ah, dang it. So I need to be slightly more aggressive with when I have my resin out, and I'll be okay.
You got a hell of an aggression going on now in this.
And in the form change, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when I said I had this boss on complete download, and now this is the 3rd or so time I've been fighting it?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for this time it's download complete, so...
Download complete.
Like, yeah, that was the fight on download, so...
I took damage from his passive aura of killing. Lingering Dragon Crest Ring does not affect resins. Porcine Shield. going to light another bonfire.
Yep.
Ah, we were on the 56K modem download. So we had somebody picked up the phone the first couple of times. Where's Mr. the Man at?
Might have to reload the area.
I might have to reload the area. Now let's do that by quit load. We've proven that works on some things this stream.
Yep.
Got McDuff to move. It was a Windows loading bar. Where it loads. Loading bars that fill up more than once are proof that programmers aren't human. Or okay, if you can have bars that fill up more than once if you also have a bar that shows total progress.
Then you have to decide what is accurately showing total progress. Like,
Nope, he is just not appearing. Well, I know one way to reload the area.
yeah.
What if I forsake the flesh?
Find a nice place to deposit your souls.
In lava. As a QA tester, coders are inhuman scum. Poor QA.
Alright.
Okay, here comes the special boy. His strongest form yet.
I love the blah on the parry.
I'm gonna take this parry to heal, because he actually did hit me once.
That's fair.
Look at the durability on the shield, and see how much that costs to actually parry him once. It's like 15% of the total durability. Although I think you can parry when the shield's broken, or even if you can't, like, equip it. Because the binocular speedrun uses the Golden Falcon shield.
Ooh,
and they
yeah,
they don't have the stat requirements for it. Parry it, take a drink, poke you once. Bonk. Ring of Blades +1.
Yep.
It's a direct upgrade. Actually, you can't see it from the screen though. You have to go to the weapon. +20. +35.
Heck, oddly enough, it's not technically a perfect upgrade.
Because it does way more. So
Yeah.
it's not a full upgrade. It's just mostly one.
Right.
Okay, I'm using the Ring of Binding. I think at this point I want to use the Ring of Restoration over Life Ring, because healing out chip damage will be nice. And that is that for now. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Especially you, Sly9, for helping me slog through the tradition of walking back from the things betwixt. Although that's a tradition that died this stream.
Well, now we'll have different walks to perform.
Although honestly, shouldn't I just use Mahula instead
What do you mean?
as my next touch point?
Yes. I assumed that was going to be your next one.
Although
I mean, you have
the critical path of the game is I beat up the Doors of Pharaoh's place, Then I go to the Shrine of Winter, go past, go up to Castle Drangleg, go through that, get to the Shrine of Amana, go through that,
That's
get through the get through
all these.
then it's the crypt.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
crypt.
after you do the crypt, you get the King's Ring, so you can go to
Then
Aldia.
it's okay. Then it's all these. Yes.
So I should use, I think once I commit to
Woods?
going to, yeah, I should use the woods, and once I commit to going to the Undead Crypt, I just don't come back to Mahula
Like the end.
until I'm ready to go to. Although, if I use bonfires like in the area, I'll have to backtrack.
Yeah, you don't want to use many bonfires either in the way to Amana, like through Amana and through the crypt, because you're going to want to just die to teleport out. And same at the Ancient Dragon.
I might have to use the Shrine of Amana bonfire, though, mate. That might be
I know.
that might
I
be
know.
a sacrifice that is required for the greater good.
Yeah, but the hell you want to use one after, because you don't want to
no, no,
backtrack through
yeah.
the shrine. Oh my god.
Oh god, I mean, every time I died of a stalt, which shouldn't be any times, the Undead Crypt is actually not so bad once you know your way through.
Well, there's also shortcuts that you get set in that.
Yeah, but oh man, am I gonna have to walk through the entire Shrine of Amana after the Demon
Yeah,
of Song?
I think you have to, because you don't want to backtrack it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, you know. You're ugh. Anyway, that's for another stream.
That's for a later hellish reality. Good night, everybody.
Good night.